Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Danny James and I make video editing tutorials if you're working on Adobe Premiere Pro, After Effects or Photoshop. In today's video, we shall be going through some of the ways you can create contrast in your videos by applying small tweaks that can make your footage diverse to avoid monotony. Now on my timeline, I have a couple of videos that I'll be using to demonstrate some of the ways that you can create contrast in your videos in order to make them diverse. Now you can see this video here. Let me just play it back. It's really good as it is. It's perfectly fine. It doesn't need any adjustments. But for the sake of the tutorial and in a way that you can use to make the same footage within your timeline somehow to look different, these are some of the tips that you can apply. The first one is through adjusting your effect controls, especially the scaling. What I really mean is instead of this clip running like this and then going to this one, on this clip, we'll scale it down just to about 75 like that, and then if we play it back, let's just see what it does. It goes from this cropped out version and then it transformed into this other clip. Having done that, you can take this a step higher. You can go to your effects control and look for a simple crop effect. So go to your effects and look for a crop. I have many videos which I explain how to use the crop effect and different looks that you can get by using the crop effect. So I'll drag it on my clip, go to it, and I'll crop from the left side 8 and from the right side 8. What this does, it adds a layer of dynamism in the video, so it looks like a small box which goes on onto a full frame, and then you can even make it go back to the same pattern. So let's just copy the effects from this one. We copy the crop effect on this other clip, and we can also change the scaling to 75 just like the other video. Now let's preview this small animation and see what it looks like. You can see the small tweaking makes a big difference in this situation. Now I have another video on my timeline. Let's just preview it and I'll show you the next way that you can add the dynamism in your videos. So for this cut, I've already made this cut. Let's go to your effects and you can add noise. So adding grain and noise is another way of making your footage look diverse. So it should be right under noise and grain. Drag the noise and put it right there. You can go to your effect controls and then you can add the noise that you want to put in the video. As you can see, the small grains, if I make it a high value, you can see what it looks very charred. So you want it to be a little bit subtle, so let's put an 8. And then you can disable color noise or you can use it if you want to, but already what this does, it gives the video a different look into it. Having done this previous example, we can go and drag the same crop effect on this video. As you've done, I just dragged the crop effect that we've applied on this other video, you can see, and then you can also scale it down just as we've done. Now just see what it does to the video. It goes from this different look into this open look. So that's a very easy way of making your footage look different just by adding noise, and you can also play with the scaling and the cropping. Now on to my third example. Let me just do it on the same video clip. We'll style the same video and make it look different from what you've done. Having removed the attributes from this video, now let's try to style it differently to create a contrast and make the footage look diverse. I want to use overlays and textures in this case to make this video different. So I have small textures that I can find here. I'll just make an in point and out point, and then I'll apply it on top of this video. And then what you want to do whenever you have these, you can see what it looks there. It's a black screen, but there are a few scratches and dust elements that you can see. You just go to your effect controls and change the blending mode to screen. Now if you look closely, the video now has a different element into it. Instead of these dust particles, you can also introduce light leaks. I have a few light leaks that can be used. Let's drag this too. Now you can go on Google and look for light leaks for editing, and you can see there are very many variations of light leaks that you can get out there. So I've dragged like 3 light leaks that I can use to demonstrate. and show you the small differences that they can make to your videos. And I'll bring a light leak. As you can see, it doesn't really fit, so let's start by changing the blending mode to screen, and then you can see it already makes a difference to this video. And you also don't need it to be fully bright, so you can change the opacity. Don't add keyframes. You can change the opacity so that you can adjust the intenseness of the light leak. We can have it at 40 or 35. And then let's duplicate this so that it can occupy the entire clip. Okay, now let's observe what this does to the video. Alright, now another way that you can add contrast to your videos is by working with the LUMETRI tab. Just by adjusting different color levels and the saturation. So you can see I have a cut in this video between the two performance clips. The first one, the artist has this orange clothing, and the second one, he has this bright lime green. So let's make this second video look a little bit different. You can change the panels that you're working with and play with the colors tabs. Now what I like to play with, you can go to your creative tabs, and right under adjustments there is this saturation. You can either decrease it, so this makes the footage less colorful, but it still invokes a presence of contrast. On the other end, you can make it as colorful as you want. You can see it's very bright, and you can see all the colors vividly. So let me just get it back to 100. And the other way that you can also do that, instead of making the adjustments on the saturation, you can go to the curves, and right under curves there should be two categories. There is an RGB curve and a hue and saturation curve. I want to play around with the hue and saturation. So under the curves and the hue and saturation, you can make sure this bar goes to the bottom half. And you can see it takes away some color from this video. Alternatively, what it can do, let me undo all these. It can alter specific colors. Now on hue and saturation, this is why I like it so much. You can pick this color drop and it selects this green. You can make the green more green, and that's how it looks like. And what it does, it doesn't make these changes on the entire clip, but specific colors. You can also make it less saturated, and in such a video it's very easy to get this sort of contrast. Let's cut this clip into two and drag the first end here and the other end here. Let's disable any LUMETRI effects that you've done on this second clip. Now the video goes from looking like that, goes to this orange, and then it goes to this bright green. Now you can apply these techniques into your videos, and let me know what you think about this video. I hope you've enjoyed this type of content. Give it a thumbs up. It really helps with promoting the same video to other people with the same interest as you. My name is Danny James. Thank you for watching this video. Kindly subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Cheers.